Hey internet homies, this is Nico, your DM for A Fool's Quest. I just want to take a quick second to say thank you for continuing to listen to our show. We cannot begin to describe how much we appreciate every single one of you. Your continued support for our little indie podcast is incredibly flattering. I also want to take a quick second to drop in a quick promo for one of my absolute favorite podcasts. So after this episode, be sure to go check them out. I'll be dropping a link to their show in the description of this episode, so it'll be really easy for you to find. Again, thank you for listening to A Fool's Quest. We really appreciate it. And remember, be safe, we love you all, and stay foolish.
Hey, I'm Seamus, and I'm the DM to Waylays and Melees, which is a video podcast for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play. And I know what you're thinking. It's another Dungeons & Dragons podcast, and I'm here for it. Listen, I know. However, if you're looking for a podcast that really puts emphasis on the story and doesn't really get sidelined a whole lot, doesn't really spend a whole lot of time laughing and cracking each other up, and really just focuses on character development and plot hooks and just diving real deep into the story, you might want to look somewhere else, because we get distracted all the time. Like, we do our best. You know, we have a really good story, we have really good players, even better characters. It's crazy, but we're just here to have fun, man. And there are a lot of podcasts to listen to, and we appreciate you giving us a try. And you can catch us anywhere podcasts are available, as well as YouTube. You can find us on Facebook, join our Discord, everything in Waylaysandmelees.com. Thank you.
Background music and ambience brought to you in part by Midnight Syndicate. Music for the imagination and the perfect musical accompaniment for the Dungeons & Dragons role-playing game.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
In a world that is not what it seems, and where people are not who they appear to be, where puns run rampant through the streets, and it's hard to tell who the real monsters are, three heroes fight to keep the world of Euphrae from ripping apart, and to keep Tim and Terry from getting even more screwed. Now, let's join the Sir Thadeus Trebilcock, the wild magic sorcerer, Malphaedor, the fallen Aasimar Oathbreaker, and the half-satyr, half-halfling bard, Nastly, as they band together in their enduring pursuit of A Fool's Quest.
As you travel, the horizon begins to darken from the silvery overcast sky into a darker gray blanket of angry clouds. As the storms climb over the mountain peaks, the winds gain speed with seeming intent on cutting off your path. The sky is completely dark, blocking out the sun. Sleet and slush begin to assault your ship deck. In a controlled panic, men and women hurry around the deck securing ropes and sails, tying down crates and other items, and screaming orders at each other in an impressive, organized chaos.
So, before all this, I know Nastly sent out a minor illusion
on the front of the boat.
Did this affect anything at all? Did I see anything come out of that sending?
Nothing yet. First, does the entity that you created with your minor illusion do anything as far as magical properties, or is it just cosmetic to the boat?
It is cosmetic, and it can go up to 30 feet.
Okay, yep, that's fine. So as of right now, all you're dealing with is an unnatural storm cloud, winter storm cloud that rolled off the mountains and is assaulting the boat. So you don't see anything particularly attacking you right now. It's just a storm cloud, but it's very, very unnatural and seemingly potentially magical in nature.
McNastly cast Vicious Mockery.
At what?
At the storm cloud.
Okay. So, what?
Magic missile at the darkness.
I'm casting Magic Missile.
Why are you casting Magic Missile? There's nothing to attack here.
I'm attacking the darkness.
Fine. You attack the darkness.
Don't you have to have a target to cast Vicious Mockery?
I cast it at the cloud.
Doesn't Vicious Mockery make somebody... Or no, it's somebody's hideous laughter that I'm thinking of.
Tasha's hideous laughter.
Which I can also do. No, I do Vicious Mockery, which is a 60-foot wisdom save. I cast that at the cloud. So they have to hit a DC 15.
Okay.
So you're assuming that there's some targetable entity inside the cloud.
I am.
Well, I rolled a natural 13. I don't know what the wisdom save of a cloud would be, but it is just a cloud.
I'm going to guess +0.
Well,
Yeah.
if there's a non-natural entity within the cloud or area, then it has to hit that save.
But you're just
Or
targeting the cloud above,
a natural
right?
entity within that area. So I'm targeting a cloud, assuming there is a entity
Some
there.
bad guys hiding in it.
Yeah. If something is there, it has to make that save in a straight line.
In a straight line.
Straight line, 60 feet. So if there's something in that area, it has to make that save.
So what I will say is roll a 1d20. The cloud's a really big thing. If you critically hit, you get the one off chance that you hit one of the creatures in the cloud.
Do I get anything with that?
No, a natural 20. You get a 5% chance of... it's like you're
firing blind into a cloud.
Yeah,
the odds of you missing are way higher than the odds of you hitting
I got
something.
a 12, so no.
All right, so you shoot off Vicious Mockery into the sky, cursing in Satyr. I don't know what language that is.
Fuck me in a ass. Fuck you, you stupid cunt. Monkey. Fuck that.
That sounds about right. And that's your turn. All right. Malphaedor or Thadeus, what are you guys doing?
I'm going to prepare Lightning Bolt, but I'm not going to cast it until I see a target.
Okay.
So I'm just going to be... Yeah, right?
Weakling.
I'm going to wait, just look around, keep my head on a swivel, and keep looking for a target.
Okay. That works.
Even if it's a satyr.
At this point, especially if it's a satyr.
I have Fireball. I can hit everybody on this boat.
I will venture toward the bow of the boat
Mm-hmm.
and invoke a use of my divine sense.
Okay.
See if there is any evil presence or good for that matter.
Up in the clouds?
Yes.
You do sense evil entities in the clouds.
Within 60 feet, closing in.
Closing in. So I will say they're not specifically within 60 feet of you yet, but you sense them out there.
Okay.
Actual evil entities.
All right.
So you're up on the bow next to McNastly. Thadeus is next to the door where Captain Mal is. Everybody else kind of scrambled. Kosh is on deck, manning the helm. Chloe is still on deck. Everybody else has left the deck. So Simon, River, Kane, Kaylee.
As I look back and take inventory, like you were saying, of everybody on deck, do I see anyone manning the ballista on the upper deck?
Make a perception roll. DC 10.
18.
Okay, yeah. So you see Captain Mal and Chloe both running. You don't see anyone at the ballistas yet, but you can determine from their trajectory.
That's probably where they're heading.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. He's right next to me, right?
Yep. You and
Okay.
McNastly are right next to each other.
I will let him know there's something coming, and brandish shield, draw the sword, ready yourself.
All right. And then it is back to McNastly.
McNastly draws his kazoo with as much brazen attitude as a kazoo can be. And with this, he amplifies a charge of fairy fire within a 60-foot radius in front of me.
Okay. Yep. So you cast it out in front of you into the storm.
Yes.
All right, and that is your turn.
Yes. So anything in front of me 60 feet, and it's a 60-foot total cube.
Yep.
So it has to...
I'm attacking the darkness! Fine.
Yep. Okay. And it is now over to Thaddeus' second round.
I'll continue to watch for something coming from the clouds.
And you still have your lightning bolt prepared?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I wanted.
You have an
lightning
action
bolt.
prepared. You haven't cast it, but there's an action prepared.
Just holding that action.
Waiting to shoot off a bolt of lightning at the first thing I see that's not on the boat.
Yep. As you guys wait, the storm begins to come to an eerie, quiet, bitter cold. And the fog settles around the boat, so you guys can see only about 15 feet in front of you. Knowing that Mal and Chloe and Kosh are up on the top level of the deck, Thaddeus is close enough to them that he can see up on the top level and make out. He can see Kosh fully.
See the silhouettes.
And then he can see the silhouettes of Cal and Chloe.
That's
you
good.
two at
I really don't want to take a lightning bolt to the back again.
Malphaedor and McNastly at the bow cannot see anyone behind them at this point. You guys can only see each other. And from the very back of the boat, is that the stern? Navy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Stern.
Stern is the back of the boat?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
It helps having somebody from the Navy.
Hey,
It's
boat
finally
boy.
paid off.
From the stern, you guys begin to hear a small knocking and crunching noise echoing through the fog. Make a listen check. We're going to start at the top of the round for initiative. So listen check first, and then everybody roll initiative.
Listen, what, that'd be perception? Just
That-
passive
Is
perception?
that just
Yeah,
him for the listen
perception.
check or all of us?
All of us. Yep.
Would it just be a passive
No,
check?
no, all of you. Make it because you're all like paying attention to what's happening right now. Reroll that.
Did you
I
see
saw
that?
that. Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Reroll that.
2. So I got a 20.
Not a ton better. 9.
18 plus 2, 20.
Oh, I thought you rolled a 2 and got a 20. I'm like, what the fuck?
No.
Holy shit.
Okay, so 20,
9.
9.
Yep, 19.
Okay, so Malphaedor got a 20.
Ooh.
McNastly got a 19.
The
And
old guy got a 9.
Old guy, hard hearing, got a 9.
What? We need to get him one of those horns for his ear. What? What'd you say?
An 18 or above allows you to pinpoint exactly where the noise is coming from 90 feet behind you. A 15 allows you to pinpoint at 60 feet, and a 12 at 30 feet. So they came in at the stern,
I've got to wait till they're on top of me.
but they came off the top of the main deck that you guys are on. So they're not on the top deck. So they're on the main deck. And you hear them coming from the stern. They spend... so everybody roll initiative now.
19.
19?
Yep.
7.
6.
All right.
Get rid of this 20 D20 also.
So Malphaedor got a 19. Thaddeus got a what? 6. McNastly got a 7.
7. Yep.
And these fuckers got a 2.
Them
Oh,
fuckers.
Sweet.
All right. So Malphaedor, you hear them. They are about 150 feet away from you. You get that from your listen check. Once you get within 90 feet, you'll be able to pinpoint them based off your listen check that you had. Make sense?
Okay.
Okay.
Ahead of me, right?
They are... No, you guys are on the bow.
Is that behind?
Yeah, they're all the way at the back of the boat.
Okay. If I hear they're at the back of the boat, I will use my turn and head toward the back of the boat.
All right. And what's your movement?
30.
30.
Okay, so you can move a full 60 then.
Yep, if I dash.
Yep.
So yeah, I will dash to the stern.
So Malphaedor at the bow of the boat turns and dashes.
Yeah, and as a random action, I will slap him on the arm and say, "They're at the back."
All right. And so you dash to the back.
Take off.
And then after your turn, it is Captain Mal and Chloe and Cautious turn. And Malphaedor sees them. Thadeus sees the silhouettes. And McNastly hears them all spin the ballistas from facing the bow, because they thought they were coming from where you guys thought they were coming, to facing the stern of the ship.
Nice.
And Kosh is full steam ahead, trying to break through the fog. McNastly, it's your turn.
Can I see these guys clearly at this point?
No, not even close. They're 150 feet away from you. You will be able to pinpoint their location from a listen check only once you get to 90 feet.
I'll take a dash to 90 feet exactly.
No, 80 feet.
80 feet?
You can only double it.
You can only double your...
Take a dash to 80.
Okay. So that's what you do?
No action at this point, so...
All right. So that is Malphaedor, Mal and Chloe, and McNastly. Now it's Thadeus. You were 60 feet away from Mal and McNastly, so you saw them run toward you.
Yeah, run. Yeah. McNastly passed me.
Yep.
So, seeing the ballista swivel around towards the back and these two heading that direction, I would know, even though I couldn't hear them, the bad guys, I would figure that they're in the back by now, right?
Yeah, your passive insight is good enough to know that.
Okay. I will turn and... So they're 150 from the front, whereas I was in about the middle.
You were 90 feet away from them.
90 feet. I will turn and I gotta be within 60 feet to see him.
You have to be within 30 feet to pinpoint their location in the dense fog, because you rolled so poorly.
I rolled so great. Okay, so 60, I gotta move my full. I will move my regular movement of 30 towards them.
Okay.
And hold my action.
All right, so it is their turn. So they move their full run towards you guys. And the first one comes into scene, and just as this creature seemingly born out of a sleet storm emerges from the fog, ice shards jut out from a suit of dark blue plate armor. The monster stands 10 feet tall and appears to be completely composed of ice. It slides forward on shifting ice shards, a large sword drawn and poised for attack. Then you see a second one approaching from right behind it, and finally a third one slides on the left side of the first. Captain Cal shoots a harpoon at the first one and hits it directly in the chest, sending it over the edge of the boat. Chloe shoots a harpoon into the one on the right, also hitting it in the chest and taking it off the boat. So only the third one has moved within range, and it moves right up to where Thadeus is.
And dead. Okay, cool.
So Thadeus is there. McNastly is 40 feet away. Malphaedor is 60 feet away. And that was their full action to get up there. Back at the top of the order goes Malphaedor.
Okay, and how far away is it from me currently?
It is 60 feet away from you.
Okay. I will continue 30 feet closer.
Okay.
And then unleash a Eldritch Blast.
Okay. So you move within 30 feet, and you shoot it with your Eldritch Blast.
Which is a hit.
Okay.
And another hit. Okay. So the first one does 8. Second one does 2. So total of 10 with Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. And then you see Captain Cal and Chloe both grab giant ballista bullet, weaponry, and reload and aim for behind where the current one that is next to Thadeus is, but they do not shoot the ballista at where Thadeus is standing. but they aim in the back, kind of like what they did in the first round, and ready in action for when any more come. And it is over to McNastly's turn. And you are 40 feet away from the one standing right next to Thadeus.
Can I see, is this entity or person wearing any metal armor?
It is wearing plate armor.
Awesome. So I cast Heat Metal.
Okay.
12 and a con save.
So how much was the damage?
12.
All right. So 24 damage. And a con save?
Yep. Oh, on my turn. So on my next turn.
On your next turn, it's con save to see if it's still on fire?
Yep.
All right, so what does that look like? That heat metal from your bardic bard.
So it will heat up just that little, you said it's plate armor?
It's plate armor on it, yep.
So all the plate armor around his chest ignites into this red hot flame.
Okay, so it being an icy elemental of kind wearing some metal, the metal begins to glow, and you can just see steam burning up from the chest of this creature. And it is over to Thadeus.
And he's right next to me, right?
He is, yep, right
on
next to
me.
you. Yep.
So if I move, it's an attack of opportunity.
Unless you disengage.
I can't do that.
Why not? Anyone can disengage.
Oh, I thought it was a thief thing, rogue ability.
I think anyone uses their bonus action to disengage. They just don't get any other action.
So this
They don't get any other action?
The elemental at this point, due to my attack, has disadvantage on both attack and ability checks. So if you move, it has disadvantage.
Okay. I thought disengage was specifically a rogue ability to use on their bonus action.
It's an action, so it's a full action.
Yeah. So maybe with a rogue, it can be a bonus action
Yeah,
instead
they
of
can do it as a or reaction.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so I couldn't, even if I disengaged, I couldn't do a
Fucking nerds.
couldn't do a spell.
Yep.
That's what we do.
And I'm at disadvantage for a ranged attack because I'm within 5 feet.
But not a spell attack.
Point blank.
Oh, but not a spell?
Yeah, you can do a spell attack.
Oh, okay. I thought
depending on the spell.
I thought it was still disadvantage if it's a ranged attack within 5 feet.
What attack are you looking to do?
Lightning bolt.
Bring it on, spell boy.
Range self, 100-foot line. A stroke of lightning forming a line 100 feet long and 5 feet wide in the direction you choose. Each creature in the line must make a dex saving throw.
Yeah, so it's a dex saving throw. It's not a ranged spell attack. You're not attacking their AC. It's a saving throw.
Okay.
So yeah, you can do that.
Sweet. I want to do lightning bolt at level 4.
Youch.
Yeah. So it's a dex 15, and he takes half damage on a success.
Okay.
That's a lot of dice.
9d6.
Oh, fuck. This guy's going to be wrecked. That just sounds painful.
26 damage.
Okay, so your lightning bolt goes off, and it strikes the one directly in front of you. And then you hear 3 more screams in the background in this fog where you can't see. And just as you hear those screams, Mal and Chloe let loose 2 more ballistas that hit 2 more. And you hear splashes of water that were triggered by your lightning bolt hitting them,
Nice.
causing pain. There's 1 more right in front of you, 1 in the background somewhere that you know is definitely there. And it is now the bad guy's turn. And that ice elemental is going to attack. So it has an intense cold that radiates out from the creature to anything that steps within 20 feet of it or starts its turn after it's ignited.
Ouch.
A creature that starts its turn here... Well, so it ignites it, so there is a DC 12 dexterity saving throw.
12 exactly.
Okay. All right, good to know. All right, so then it attacks twice with its giant weapon.
Okay.
Which is a giant frozen greatsword.
My armor class is 36. Or 13.
Good to know.
I rolled a 12 and a 15.
1 hits.
1 hits? Okay.
Stop it.
It hits you for 14 damage. So it pulls back its giant sword and swings down after a blast of icy cold. And it goes to hit you, but it barely...
Could have been worse.
Yeah, barely grazes you. Kind of cuts open your chest a little bit, but nothing fatal. Nothing too deep. And then back to the top of the round with Malphaedor.
Okay. Am I able to move within range of the one that's attacking Thadeus this turn?
Yep, you are 30 feet away.
Okay. Then I will move 30 feet and engage. Going in with the sword, shield. That's a hit. That's also a hit. And shield. Let's see. Let's do the damage from the sword first. Really?
About right.
Yeah, that's about right. So that's 10.
It's been 3 months and nothing's changed.
And 17.
So 27?
Yep.
All right, make a dexterity saving throw.
+5. Yeah.
Got it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Plus I can add my shield bonus also.
Yep.
To that. So then after that, I'll go with the shield bash.
For the bonus action?
Yep. 17 plus 3, 20.
All right, so you bash it.
Okay, instead of bashing it prone, I'm going to shove it back. Perhaps allowing Thadeus a attack of opportunity.
Do you have a melee weapon?
I got a dagger, but...
Do you have Warcaster feat?
I don't think so. Let me double check. Features... No, I did not take the Warcaster.
Okay. Now, since I haven't used my reaction, can I use my own reaction to use my Warcaster feat?
No, you can't incite a reaction from your own action.
Why not?
Valid question. Why not?
I used a bonus action to knock him back, which succeeded. And then the Warcaster feat allows me to use my reaction to make an opportunity attack.
Because you're not reacting to something that somebody else does. You're reacting to something that you did.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I call shenanigan flag.
Okay.
Throw the shenanigan flag.
All right. That's my deal.
That was a good deal, though. That was a fucking great deal. All right, McNastly. Oh, no. Malphaedor and... Or not Malphaedor. Captain Cal and Chloe both shoot off ballistas into the dark. And, holy shit, yeah, you hear one more screech out into pain and a big splash of water.
Nice. They're rocking it on the ballista.
Yeah, Cal and Chloe don't fucking play around. All right, now back over to McNastly.
So, can I see the closest enemy?
Yep.
How far are they out?
They are 20 feet away from you.
Awesome. So I will move 20, or I'll move at 10 feet closer.
Okay.
And then I will cast Thunder Wave.
Okay.
Which is a 15-foot radial blast that on a hit will blast them out. Ooh, none of that.
So that would hit both of your friends.
They should make a con save.
All right. Go on.
A failed save creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from them.
Not a successful save?
They take half as much and isn't pushed at all.
All right. Go for your rolls.
What's the save?
What's your DC on that?
15.
DC 15.
You good?
I'm good.
How much damage?
10.
Okay.
So I made the save, so I'm taking 5, and then I also had that Ring of Thunder resistance, which allows me to take half of that again.
So, 3.
And they're blown how many feet away?
10 feet.
Okay. So the Ice Elemental and Thadeus get blown 10 feet away from you. And Malphaedor stands still, taking the brunt of the force.
Yes.
Yep.
That's all I got.
All right. Cool. And it's Thaddeus' turn.
Cal and Chloe are up a level, right? Like they're above us?
Yep.
How far? It doesn't matter. I'm going to Dimension Door up to where they are and appear next to them.
Okay. So...
And actually, how far... That doesn't matter. I already said it. So,
well, Cal is closest to you. Chloe's like on the other side of the ship, on the other side of the second level.
How far away are they from the creatures?
Cal is 10 feet up and 15 feet over.
Okay, so I'd still be able to see him.
Yeah.
At my 30 foot.
Yep.
Hopefully you don't scare the shit out of them and they shoot you with a ballista.
Well, look, Cal will see the door open up and you step through it. So what does that look like?
It's a plain wooden door appears right in front of me.
Okay.
It's very normal looking. You wouldn't think anything about it. And I just open it and walk through and appear.
It's like...
Yeah, it squeaks a little bit.
Other than the fact that it appears just out of fucking nowhere.
Just poof, there's a door.
And you hobble in like an old man.
Yeah. Limp in through the door and just appear next to Cal up on the top.
Okay, and it is the Ice Elemental's turn. It will now move back toward Mal again, and Mal make another 2d6 save because it is re-entering.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, or dexterity save is what I'm going to say.
Yep.
All right, so it's now re-entering. All right, so I'll move to you, and it will make its attack.
AC 22. Watch it hit me like 6 times.
It hit you once.
I jumped back and said, can you believe this motherfucking shit?
And... all right, so the Ice Elemental slides forward toward you. Its chest still kind of like on fiery, and it takes a full swing and just smashes into your shield for 14 damage. You can feel that vibration in your arm.
Yeah, especially after my altercation with Chloe.
Yep. And it is back to the top of the round with Malphaedor.
Okay. Since I've got him up close and personal, I will unleash on him 2 strikes and a shield.
Okay.
I'm going to use my inspiration point on that roll and re-roll that. Much better. That one hits.
So, McNasty, you feel your inspiration fade
No.
from...
That was a...
your actual inspiration point. Got it. Never mind. Okay.
Previous adventure. I still have his bardic inspiration also.
Okay, yep.
Okay. And I'm going to smite with the first one at least and see what that does. So it's an extra 9. So what did I say before? 8. That's 9, 17.
Okay.
Okay. And the second one is also a hit. 24.
Okay.
Also another smite. And then shield bash. 18.
It beats you.
Okay.
I rolled a nat 20.
Gotcha.
Asshole!
All right, so the Ice Elemental charges or slides forward towards you, smashes you on your shield, making your arm go numb, and then you just unleash. What does that look like?
Well, the left arm is a little numb. That's the one I would block him with when he comes in. But with the right arm, that's my longsword arm. Huge overhand strike going from shoulder to belly, best I can. Other shoulder, making a nice X upon his chest.
Yes. Does huge damage. Then you go in with your shield bash, but because that arm is numb, you hit it but do no damage and don't knock it back at all. All right, over to McNasty.
Who do I see left at this point?
What's your heat metal save again?
DC 15.
Okay, so it takes that damage again, right?
2d8, yep. 9,
so actually 18. All right, so its armor flares up again and is still burning, and just melting away at this ice elemental. You can see it dripping now, and steam coming up. Water coming down, steam coming up. And now what are you doing?
I'll also add that while his heat metal is in effect, the ice elemental needs to make a constitution check to or have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
it made a Constitution. I mean, it lost the dexterity, or lost the heat metal check.
I will charge and use my whistling rapier.
Okay.
As an attack roll. And that'll hit.
Okay.
With, let's see, 1d8. Oh, fucking. It'll take 7 damage.
Okay. So you bust out this whistling rapier that makes a whistling noise anytime you swirl it through the air. An annoying freaking whistling noise that is only less annoying than your kazoo. And you rush up and you take a slash at it, standing right next to Malphaedor, and carve right into its melting shoulder, gouging out a huge chunk of it. And then it is over to Thadeus.
All right, I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb, first level, and I'm choosing Fire. There's a 16 to hit, and that misses, doesn't it?
Yep, but you have advantage.
Oh, yeah. That is a 20.
Yeah, that hits.
18, and since it's fire, it's doubled. So I fire this little, I think it's 4-inch diameter ball.
So back up a second first, because I just want to paint a good picture.
Okay, so
you summon a door.
Yes, a dimension door. Just plain brown wooden door. And I step through it, and I appear next to Cal up on the top there.
You see it charge Malphaedor.
Yep.
You see Malphaedor attack. Then you see McNastly come up and attack.
And slice it a couple times. And then I pull out this little metal ball. It gets super red hot, and I just chuck it right at the thing. And it hits him in the forehead. And it just sits there for a second. And it slowly melts through him. And it goes down, and it disappears behind his plate mail. And it keeps going down. And then it just falls out between his legs and hits the deck of the ship. But it's cool by that point. So then he just falls in a giant puddle of snow and ice.
But as he falls, his insides continue to melt, but his outsides, because he's an ice elemental Myrmidon, explode and shatter out towards McNastly and Malphaedor. So I need a DC 15 dexterity save from both of you.
15 on the roll.
16.
18 total.
So you guys take half damage.
But hey, it's dead.
Yep. So you guys take 9 damage. So this ball hits it in the head, melts right through it, and explodes out and shatters ice shards at you guys, which hit you all over your armor, all over your skin, all over your hooves.
Because of my Shield Master feat, if I make a dex save against it with an effect that allows half damage on success, I can use my reaction and take no damage.
Okay, so use your reaction and hide behind your shield, and all of the shards just ting, 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 right into the shield, and you block away.
Victory is mine!
Yes.
All right, and you guys have killed an ice elemental Myrmidon.
Is there any left?
Nope, that was it.
Oh, that was the last one.
Yep. Cal and Chloe wrecked
Took
a
out the
bunch
rest.
with the thing. Yep.
Yeah. Cool beans.
So, Cal looks over to Thadeus and says, "Holy shit, dude. That was cool."
Yeah, old people are awesome.
Old people are awesome. Chloe, did you see that shit? Old people are awesome.
I just shoot a glance up there and said, "You the man."
They have about 7 shots each that you notice next to them. Cal starts loading up his gun again. Chloe loaded up her gun again. And Kosh leans over his shoulder and says, "I think we're about to break through." "Yes. Yeah, here's the line right here. Hold on a second." And so you guys hit a large wave that you burst into that seems to be ice and slushy water. The water seems to kind of be freezing in that section of ocean. And then you guys break through that and out into the open sea again, where you can continue sailing on to Xanon. And here's a good place to stop.
Nice.
Go back down to my room, finish my wine, and sleep.
All right.
This concludes this episode of A Fool's Quest. Join us next time for more fun and daring adventure. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, and comment on your favorite platform to listen to A Fool's Quest.